Hello guys, Michaela here, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to the second build of this week. And today we are working on a modern chic restaurant in the world of Magnolia Promenade. I built it here quite recently. I did a kind of shop district kind of thing and the townhouses, and I really like this world. I know there's not many lots and it's more about like retail lots and about kind of like these restaurants and things. I think the world came with Get to Work, so I decided to turn it to build a restaurant in here, and it's really kind of modern. So it's very boxy. It's very like natural though, and I really like the result. I wanted to do something quite small because I did not want anything like huge, but there is seating outside, inside, so you have plenty of space to sit your Sims if you decide to download this, place it in your game, and maybe use it for your own gameplay. So it's built on a 20 by 20. It's a restaurant, obviously, and it comes in about just under 50,000 simoleons. It's not really relevant if you don't plan on moving your Sims into restaurant, but I know I always share it, so yeah. And what is probably my favorite part of this entire build is this feature of it. So I used these decorations from Dream Home Decorator, and I used the tool mod to first size them up and then kind of bring them out of the wall, and it kind of creates this like really cool detail on the walls of the restaurant, and I really love that. I paired them with these kind of wooden flaps or like wooden details from, I believe that these are from Get Famous, because I really liked how wide they were, because the ones that we got with Eco Lifestyle are a bit smaller and I really didn't like the way they looked. So I used these ones instead, and I really love the result. I love how everything goes together, how the wood really creates this like really nice natural look, and I'm really proud of this build. I know it's a bit boxy, and what I struggled with was the thumbnail for this video, because I didn't really know what angle to take because every single one looked or like felt very weird. So yeah, I ended up going for like a bit raised one. I hope you liked it because it really took me a while to figure out what angle to do, or like what angle I wanted to do to do this. So yeah, I'm just working on the floor plan, very simple. The biggest part of the whole build is obviously the restaurant, like the part where the guests are going to be seated. I also have this kind of on the left where the kitchen is, and then I have two small bathrooms, and then there is also kind of walkway into the section outside, which is again going to be where a seating space is, but we're going to work on that a little bit later. I paired these like very natural wood tones with like black and gray, and I also used some green on the interior because that's kind of the natural theme that I was going for this build. And now I'm just creating the outdoor kind of covered seating area. I really like that. I used again these wooden flaps, and I also used some of the like awnings that came with Desert Lux, which is the kit that we got for free. Oh, like it's not free anymore, but it was free for some time, and that's what I used to create, to kind of add more light into this kind of covered section, because I really wanted to kind of make it a bit covered, but I also wanted to kind of let some light in. So that's what I use these for. And again, the wood color matched really nicely with the rest of the build, and I really love that. I am not a big fan of building community lots, but I've been having a lot of fun. I did one last week, like last Sunday. This Sunday was obviously a residential lot, but I have another one today. I don't even know if I did any for the future, if I have any planned. I know I wanted to try building a rec center, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. I might turn that into a library build, because I really have this like exciting idea. So we have this like really cool library very close to where I live, and it's very like colorful and pretty. So that's kind of the inspiration. So I might do that in like a couple of weeks, because it's part of the plan. Yeah, I'm really having a lot of fun with community builds lately. So yeah, I'm really proud of this one, and I really hope you're going to like it as well, because I don't know, I'm so proud of it. It's really, really cool, and yeah. So I wanted to keep the landscaping a bit more under the control. I feel like a lot of my landscaping in like residential homes is very all over the place, and it's not very controlled. So I wanted to make sure that here it's controlled. So I use these planters kind of thing, or like this, like I don't really know how to call them, from base game, to create the landscaping, and I really like the way it turned out. I think the like edge of this thing kind of added a nice like a different color the into the front of the house, or like the front of the build, and I really like that. So now we moved on to the interior. I'm just adding wallpapers. I wanted to keep the like natural theme, so I used some wood. Well, it's not wood, it's a tile, but it looks like wood to me, at least. I also used a lot of black in the kitchen especially, and now we are going outside to work on the outside seating. So I placed a lot of these tables, which I believe are from Get Together, with base game chairs. But then I also added some bigger tables later on, because I felt like the left and right side are a bit empty, so I used the longer tables from base game to create some extra seating, and I also kind of covered them off, so maybe those are spaces for like if people want to have some like private maybe celebration, things like that. So you could kind of place them there, because there are 7 chairs at those tables, I think. So yeah, you could kind of put them away from the rest of the restaurant if they don't want to be bothered. I'm not even sure if that's a thing in The Sims, because I've never been in a restaurant with my Sims when I still played the game, so I don't know. I also placed these wall decorations from City Living inside these wooden flaps to kind of add, again, a texture a little bit, and also lighting, because obviously if you are here in the evening or during the night, you won't have much light. So at first I wanted to use this tree from Eco Lifestyle here, but I didn't really thought it felt nicely. It felt like a different style. So I used these ones from, I believe it's Perfect Patio Stuff Pack. These like, I don't know how to call them, like potted plants. And I really like the result. I also use them on the inside, which I thought was really fun. And here I'm creating kind of like the sectioned off extra area with those longer tables. And I used a tool to just lower these flaps down so they wouldn't stick out. They would be really nicely hidden in the like roofing texture. I also thought that they were see-through a little bit too much, so I used these vines from Get Together to create a bit more privacy for these particular tables. They're also not covered, but I mean, if it's raining in your game, you probably won't go into a restaurant. So yeah, I decided to make this like kind of sectioned off area for the like waiters and waitresses to have like their own area, but it's also the area where you have to go to the bathroom, so you need to be kind of careful not to knock someone over. And these are the stations for the person who is kind of taking people to their tables as well, which I kind of wanted to place in this area because that's where the entrance is, but also where the door to the outside is. So you can take the people outside or inside. So now we're working on the kitchen. I kept it fairly simple. I used the kind of cooking station that came with Get to Work, and I also used the same counters, I believe, which I filled with 2 dishwashers because I thought they would come in handy in here. So I'm just adding some finishing touches to this like sectioned off station. I also placed 2 fridges. I feel like it doesn't matter if you place a fridge or not, but for the sake of realism, I wanted to place one in here because I don't know, it felt like the right thing to do. I'm also adding a sink here because again, felt natural. I have no idea how restaurants work. Okay, so I hope I did not forget to place anything, but I did like fill out, or like I made sure to have all the requirements for the lot done, so that should be fine from like that perspective. And now we're just placing the chairs inside. So it took me a while to figure out the the color scheme and what kind of chairs I wanted to use. So first I went with pretty much a similar thing that I did outside, but then I changed it completely. So I used the same tile that I used outside on like the pavement. So I used that on the inside, and I changed the chairs to, I think, ones from City Living, but I'm not like 100% sure. But I know I changed it off camera because it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do, and I didn't want to spend like extra minutes to do it on camera. So yeah, that's almost everything for today's speed build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to download this build, you can get it on the gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can get the tray files in the description box below, as always, on my Ko-fi page. I always put them there, so they're already ready to go if you want to download it that way. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It would really mean a lot to me. I'm getting close to 4K watch hours, so close to getting monetized. So I would really appreciate your help with that. And if you do subscribe, you will never miss a video that I upload. And that's what we want, right? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.